Good morning, everyone. This is Chris from HashRelay.net. And today I thought I'd go over a couple news items. First on the list, the owner of BitGrail, an exchange in Italy, has disabled withdrawals from the exchange. And this has been going on for a few weeks, but recently the owner has announced that he will be implementing KYC verification, which is Know Your Customer, and also he will be closing all non-European Union accounts. Now, I'm not sure of the total number of accounts that are non-EU on BitGrail, but the plan is to liquidate their assets into Bitcoin before returning everyone's money. BitGrail is a Rayblox exchange, not exclusively, but its majority holding is in Rayblox, and a lot of people have a lot of money in Rayblox on BitGrail. And Rayblox has free withdrawal fees. It's free to trade about, and Bitcoin actually has a pretty high transfer fees at the moment. So, essentially what he's doing here is anybody who had Rayblox on BitGrail is having Bitcoin replace their Rayblox, and then they are having to pay the transfer fees for the Bitcoin coming out of the exchange. Now, in this post, it lists that you will not be able to pull out less than 0.005 Bitcoin, which, if we go to the currency calculator here on CoinMarketCap, .005 Bitcoin is $51 currently. So for everyone who has less than $50 on Rayblox, they will not be able to withdraw that money from BitGrail. So here's what the Redditor posted. Why wouldn't he just allow people to withdraw on XRB? That would be Rayblox. Number one, he's forcing Bitcoin withdrawal so that he can sell his Bitcoin for a massive premium and buy up tons of Rayblox cheap right before the Binance listing, making millions. Two, he wants to force one last trade to make money on the trade fees and Bitcoin withdrawal fees because Rayblox withdrawal is free. Or he wants to skim Bitcoin off of people who had their accounts forcibly liquidated into BTC. And I think all three of these are absolutely true. Right now, if you have Rayblox on BitGrail, you are going to have that all converted into Bitcoin, and then you will lose part of that money on the withdrawal process. And if it's less than $50, you can't take it off the exchange anyway. So this could be hundreds of thousands of people who have Rayblox on BitGrail and are being locked out of their account, ostensibly due to verification purposes, but I think time will tell. This is looking pretty scammy. There is an update here that says BitGrail is backpedaled, and they will continue verifications and withdrawals for non-EU users for 2 weeks, and they will allow withdrawals for 2 weeks after verification. So that could be a change of direction here, but we won't know until it comes to pass. Now, the second topic I would like to talk to you about is the CFTC subpoenaing Tether and Bitfinex. Bitfinex is also an exchange, and they have some strong links to Tether. In fact, 5 of the Tether their C-suite executives, are also on the senior management team for Bitfinex. So there's a lot of interplay between Bitfinex and Tether. And Tether's whole deal is to be a cryptocurrency pegged to fiat currencies. Now, it's USDT for the moment on most exchanges, so it's supposed to be pegged to the US dollar. And if we go over to CoinMarketCap and we find Tether, it says their circulating supply is it's 2.25 billion Tether. So they need to have $2.25 billion in the bank account. But the CTFC has come in and issued subpoenas because they have not had a proper audit of Tether since September of 2017. Now, on Tether's website, they claim that you can see their account balances in real time, but according to the accounting firm that Tether had hired, it said that they did not investigate the reliability of Tether's records, but they have just cut ties with Tether, giving the CFTC some probable cause to go in with subpoenas. Now, these subpoenas were sent on December 6th, and we're almost into February, so this may actually be not that big of a deal. But the collusion between Bitfinex and Tether has been a point of contention for for many months. And the fact that Tether claims to have enough US dollar to cover a run on USDT is one thing, but they also claim to be pegged to the euro and potentially the Japanese yen. Now, if this were the case, they would actually have to hold equivalent amounts of US dollar, euro, and yen to cover the entire balance of tokens in all 3 currencies. Because if they have a major run in Japan, say, then they're going to have to be able to cover whatever portion of that 2.3 billion tokens in whichever currency is withdrawing the most. So I find it a little hard to believe that they have $2.3 billion in USD, $2.3 billion in the euro, and another $2.3 billion in the Japanese yen. Now, I'm no legal or financial advice, so I may be entirely wrong here, but the optics of the thing look pretty bad. And it doesn't look like they'll be able to comply with most of the regulations regarding securities exchange and commodities trading. But we will have to see. Again, the subpoenas were issued at the beginning of December 2017, so this may not be all that much of a concern in the weeks to come, but it did have a major impact on the overall markets. Yesterday, the market cap dipped below $480 billion. It's making its way back up over $500 billion, but this is some rough news for anyone who holds money on either Bitfinex or on BitGrail, so I hope you all play wisely with your investment monies. And protect yourself. Don't keep currencies on exchanges unless you plan on trading them immediately. Find yourself a secure wallet and get your stuff onto a wallet. Anyway, if you found this helpful or interesting, go ahead and hit the like button. If you know anybody else that could find use out of this information, go ahead and share it with all your friends. And as always, click on that subscribe button and the little bell notification so that the next time I put out a video, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching. This is Chris, HashRelay.net. I'll talk to y'all later.